Welcome to my walk and talk. So it's a beautiful day today. I know it's getting dark, but it's still beautiful. So welcome. If you are joining me for the first time in my walk and talk, you are welcome. And to my friends who have been joining me, my YouTube family, the people that have been joining me, welcome back. It's been amazing, my walk and talk. In fact, I've been enjoying it. I hope you are too. So like I said, I started this walk and talk to enable me multitask. We're living in an age where we don't have time really. I mean, no one can blame anybody. So there's no time for anything, even though we still have the same 24 hours. But for some reason, there's no time anymore. So I decided to bring this walk. You can hear the birds chirping. Yeah, so that's part of the walk and talk. If you listen, you can hear it. Brilliant, isn't it? So like I said, I started this walk and talk to enable me do two things at the same time. Yes. For someone like me, I am very busy. I know I keep saying I'm busy and all that, but that's the fact. Either I'm doing one thing or this thing, I'm doing my business, I'm doing my job, I multitask because I am one of those that don't want to miss out on anything. And you don't blame me. I hope you have that habit too. Yes, I want to do all the things that I can do now that I can. So because of that, I do so many things. And that means that I don't have time to even go to the gym, but I know that it's good to keep healthy. So this is what led me to my walk and talk. So luckily these days, anybody seen anybody carrying camera, nobody cares anymore. In those days, you bring a camera, people are looking like at you, what are you doing? But now, no one cares. And even if they cared, I don't care. So, having said that, you are welcome once again to my walk and talk. So, today's topic I want to discuss how to balance our homes and our careers. Is it possible to actually do all this? So how can you go about to do it? That is, have a nice home. I mean, having children, having a husband, having children, and also having a great career. That is, you don't have to leave one because you are doing one. That is what my talk today is about. How to balance that for those of us who want to have it all. Yes, it's possible. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting today. Please leave in the comment section if you think that you can have it all. Is it possible to have it all? Personally, I believe that it is possible to have it all. The only thing is that you will not have it all at once. Do I make sense? Yes. Can you have it all? The answer is yes, you can have it all. But not at the same time. If that makes sense. It means that at some point you have this, then at some point you have that, and then eventually you have all. So the question now is to know the time in your life that you can have it all. The time in your life that you can have which one in order to make you have it all. So I will explain that later. So once upon a time, we lived in a world where the man went to work, the woman stayed at home. It was a very beautiful world. Some of us were all young then when that was happening. Yes, a lot of my viewers might not even be born then. But like I said, there used to be a time where the man went to work, the woman stayed at home, and become a housewife, homemaker, whatever, stay at home mom, whatever you call it. That is, the man is working outside the home, making money, and the woman is in the house, arranging the home, making the home, and it was beautiful. Nothing wrong with that. And then agitation started that women need to be in the workplace. So, then women were not trained to a very high, very highly skilled labor and all that. Trying to find a way to cross. Oh my God. Okay, so, and then women started, there were agitation, obviously. I mean, for good, that women need to be in the workplace too. I think what happened, some people said that after the World War II, a lot of, I don't need to go ahead and mention what happened in the World War, but there was scarcity of labor. And while these men were fighting, women were also in the workforce. So that put women in the workforce. That's one of the reasons. And obviously, when the men came back, the women have tasted their own paycheck. And they don't want to go back to sit at home. Do you blame them? No. But what happened? As society evolved, we now found out that one paycheck was no longer enough. So the man had to work, the women had to work. So that's what happened. So now, we had to now find a way to live as a society. And with that come inflation, meaning that even if you said, okay, I'm going to sit at home, I want to be a stay-at-home mom, some people cannot do it. They could not do it because the man might not earn enough. It became that it's only a privileged few. Should I say privilege now? I don't know. Only a few who had the option to stay at home while their husbands went to work and look after their children. Stay at home and raise their children. So, that is stay at home and raise their children, do and look after the family. And then, some women have a career and raise children, and it became tough because if you stay at home, you can look after your children, you don't have a career. If you go out to work, so if you went out to work, that means that all the money you're making for the child care, that is paid to someone else to look after your child. So you see, and that made a lot of women to pack in their jobs because it meant it was no use. It was no use. And then eventually, these women will completely go off the employment radar. By the time the children are grown, these women have no skills to come back to the workforce. Even if they had skill, most of those skills were obsolete. So that was the situation a lot of women found themselves. And therein come the question, can you have it all? A lot of people now started asking, is it possible to have it all because something has to be sacrificed? Either you're in the career, you're not raising family, or you're raising family, you're not in the career. But my answer to you today is that it's very, very possible to have it all. It is very, very possible to have it all. But there is a but there. That but is that you will not have it all at the same time. Or it will take you longer to have it all. Certainly in my own experience, yes. I started by pursuing education. I got married, started having my children, and cooled on my career front. As my children were growing, I was still doing my career, but career was not my main purpose then. And then eventually, okay, like I said, I would say that again. I said for my own case, I use myself as an example. I started pursuing education, then got married, started career, stopped, got married, had my children, retrained, went back to the workforce, have my children again, more children, retrained. So can you see what I'm saying? It was a zigzag kind of a thing. Do you understand? And eventually, I was able to have my children. By His special grace of God, I have 5 children. And I still had my career. And what I'm trying to say is that you can't have it all at the same time. But now, so many years down the line, I have my children doing well and I have my career. That's what I'm saying. So, but then, it was not easy. Definitely will never be easy. So that is the answer to that question. So if you're out there struggling and wondering, how can you do it? What I will say to you is this. Think of what's the most important thing to you. If it's your children, take a small career break. What I mean by career break is be in the workforce, even if it's part-time. Just have one leg in that work while you're raising your children. So that the children will grow and they grow fast. At the moment, it might not seem to you that it's fast, but before you know it, 10 years will be like 2 years. Before you know it, they're finished nursery, finished primary, and you can even leave them longer. And now government has brought all manner of assistance and childcare places to help you. So yeah, it's possible to now have it all. Why not? People think it's a bad thing to say you have it all. It's not. You can have it all. In fact, a perfect society would have been a society where you're able to have whatever you want to have. If you want to start home, by all means start home. It's not every woman that wants to go out there and work. Yeah. Some women just want to be at home raising their kids. They don't want to have no career. And I don't blame them. That's what they want. Okay? And some women want to be in the career, want to be working. Yes. So this is not a video to start telling you what to do. Nope. If you are following me, you know that I don't tell anybody what to do because I know people have different things. Everything in life depends on each other's and everyone's situation. No situation is the same. So what I'm saying is, don't think that you cannot have it all. That's what I'm saying. And if you cannot manage, don't blame yourself either. Because it's not easy. Yes, I have done it. And I will say that I'm extremely hardworking because I was determined to get what I want. But it was not easy at all. So that's what I'm saying, basically. So if you're out there, know that you can do it. You can. But you might not get all the things you're looking for at the same time. So don't give up. Don't question yourself. Just go by faith and hard work. Yes, and that is how to have it all. That is how to have a career and raise your children, have a family. And you have to have support from your partner. I'm talking to the men out there now. You don't leave everything for your partner. You need to also be hands-on in doing the housework. As you are tired, so the woman is also tired. It's just simple mathematics. As you're a human being, so the woman is a human being. If you have money, I recommend getting services like cleaners, to help out, things like that, garden services. If you do have money, if you can afford it. If you cannot afford it, help each other out. This is 21st century. There's nothing like a woman's job anymore. I mean, women are out there earning money too. Yes. So, there's nothing like a woman has to do this, a woman has to... No. I'm telling you that if you want a lovely home, just take it from me. Don't let that woman suffer. Yes. Keep your ego one side. Don't listen to the public. Don't listen to the people that will tell you they will never do this in the house. And the people that will do it and hide. I'm just telling you. They are the people that will help their wives the most. But they might not say it in public. But the question is, why should it be a problem to even say I do this, I do that at home? It should not. But that's society we're living in. That's a story for another day. So, like I'm saying, if you are just joining me, thank you very much for joining me. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share, please. Thank you so much. I normally do my walk and talk in the evening. Like I say, I don't normally have time to sit down and do video, and I need to keep fit. So, and I thought, why can't I combine the two? And so far, I'm enjoying it so much. I hope you are. And as I'm going for my walk, I'm doing some talk. Yes. So my channel is for feeling good. Anytime you don't know what to do, come to my channel. I have some life experiences I've talked in my channel. Yes. So today I'm talking about balancing home and career, and how everybody in the house can chip in and make the home very successful. Yes. I can tell you that if you're having problem in your home, look at the housework. Who does the most housework in the home? Yes. There is no woman that you treat well that will leave you. Take this, and I'm telling you, to the bank and bank it there. Majority of people who come abroad, the reason why they have issue, when abroad, I'm in the United Kingdom, is that they feel overwhelmed. Yes, they feel overwhelmed because a woman will have a child, do the housework. Some of them also work, and they do everything in the house, not every single thing. And the man might come in, maybe do a few, and feel okay, you've done something, and the woman is overwhelmed with work. Think about it. But if you pull your weight as a man, your home will be sugar. I'm telling you, your home will be sugar. That woman will appreciate you, appreciate herself. She will not be exhausted. That is it. The thing that causes problem in the home is exhaustion. Do you blame anybody? Everybody is a human being. It's exhaustion. And the fact that people think this job is for the woman, that job is for the man. No. Nobody can tell you how to run your home. Because if your wife is doing well, you are doing well. If your husband is doing well, you are doing well. And ladies, you have to know how to treat your husband for you to have it all. You can't come and shout at a man after shouting. You expect that man to be happy for you to have it all. Oh my God. So, the thing is that in order to get something, the home has to be great, palatable. Yes. For you to know how to get whatever you want. And if you were doing study, that man can even stay in the house while you go and do your education. Do you understand? Because it's a partnership. If you win, your husband wins. And if your husband wins, you win. And the children enjoy. The children are the benefit. So that is how you can have it all. It is a family support system. It's a family support system. So yeah, the answer to this question is yes, you can have it all. You can, definitely. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't. You can have it all. But you will have it all at different stages. That is just what it is. So you have patience. You can have the career, you can have the children, you can have the husband, you can have a nice home. And don't let anybody tell you that it's too much. It is what it's supposed to be. Yes, that is how life is supposed to be. Unless you don't want any of these things, then fine, no problem. But don't think that because you have children and you desire to have a job, you cannot. That's what I'm telling you, that you can have the two and get to the top. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, it's nice day, isn't it? It's getting darker earlier these days. So anyway, so back to what I was saying. And those of you who want to do career, that's fine. It's a choice. I mean, life is a choice. What I'm concentrating on, those who think that you can't do this or you can't do that. That's all I'm saying. Someone like me, I hate restrictions. Yes. I believe that life, look at that beautiful sight over there. I believe that life is what we make it. And I believe that life is so great, so good, that you don't have to sacrifice anything in your life. Yes. So long as you have the capacity. Yes. Go for it. Go for it. So long as you have the capacity. It will be difficult, for sure, but you can do it. And after, you will enjoy. Yes, you have to plan your life. You have to say to yourself, okay, say you were doing a job or having a career before you got married. You don't have to pack in your job because you're having children. Like I said, you can do reduced hours, just to make sure that you still are in the workplace. Because if you pack it up completely, it might be difficult to go back. Economic situation might make you not go back. A lot of women have regretted packing their job up completely. And when the children are grown, they could no longer get into the workforce. I mean, what I'm saying, you explore that option. But if you're definitely sure that you want to pack in your job, by all means, do that. Some people don't want to leave their kids. For me, I am lucky that I have my children, and before I send them to any nursery, they're already talking. Like, I stay at home with them before I send them to anywhere. And then before I go back, I retrain in another field. I go back to work. So that was how I did mine. Yes. So that made me now have so many skills. Yes. So that was my own strategy. That is the strategy I used to be able to, because I wanted to make sure I stay with my kids and look after them until they could talk before I send them to any nursery or any place. And then I'll go back to work. And then I'll come back out again. And then I'll go back. That was how I did my own strategy. And it worked for me. So I didn't completely pack in job. And I didn't completely stay at home. So what it means that my children have different age ranges. But it worked for me. Yes, some people would say, oh, let me just have my children and go back to work. I didn't use that approach. I just had my first one, had my other second one to, with just a year apart, to make sure that they have each other to play with. I gave a little gap, had my other third child, and then have a big gap because I was not in a job before I had my fourth one, and then had an even bigger gap if I had my fifth one. See how that worked out for me? Because I started early. My situation is not this situation with another person. So, but there's no good or bad. What I'm saying is how it works for you. But the main thing I'm talking about is that, can you have it all? Yes, you can, is the answer. You have to work hard for what you want. Yes. So because of the life we're living in, they say that things are getting even harder. As we can see, things are getting even harder. And I hear these young people saying that they don't want to do this and do that. And I'm like, no, don't do that. Live your life. Live your life. I mean, when they come and tell these young people that it costs this amount to raise a child, I'm saying someone is not telling the truth here. You don't spend that amount immediately. Yes, they're discouraging people. They're scaring people. And I'm here telling you, if you're a young person, don't listen to all those figures that mentioned that that's what it costs to raise a child. It's not completely true what they're saying. Because I saw a research one time. I've forgotten the figure. It was in hundreds of thousands of pounds that they said it costs to raise a child. Fine. They could be right. But what I'm saying is that you don't pay it immediately, because it's misleading. Okay, say you have a child, and then You bought a cot, you bought a pram, you bought all the things, and then you have a second child. You will use the same cot to raise the second child, the same pram to raise the second child. So you're not repeating that cost. And let me tell you, if you are feeding your kids and you bought like a packet of fish fingers, for example, it's same cost. They will see it can buy 2 fish fingers. What I'm trying to evaluate here is that don't let them scare you from having a family. That's basically what I'm saying. Don't let them scare you that it's too expensive. It's not. Yes, it's not. Because I've heard a lot of young people say, oh, it's too expensive to raise family. It's not that expensive. Yes. If you're in the UK, for example, school is free. Unless you want your children to go to private education, then by all means have that money. But it's not that expensive because school is free. Yes. You just need to get your house, whether you're paying mortgage or paying rent, you have a home, you send your kids to school. Then if you are belonging to those that want to go to private school, fine, but you can't say it's too expensive. That's what because the government have already provided a very good schooling system. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't miss out because someone else is telling you something. I'm here to tell you that it's not that expensive. It's just something you pay as you go along. I mean, life is expensive. I'm not saying it's not expensive, but not the way they're blowing it out of all proportion. That's what somebody have to say it, and I'm saying it. Don't listen to them. It's not that expensive. Having children is not that difficult. It's not. So long as your mind is at it, it's working hard. You work hard, but it's not as they're painting it. Yes. So don't, after the person will start wondering, have I missed something? No, I had 5 children. I have 5 children, and I worked, and they worked out for me. So that is my talk today. And I've really enjoyed talking it. So comment in the comment section what you think. So these days, a man and a woman have to come together to raise a good family. No job is, apart from the actual giving birth that the woman can do and hoping feeding the child, a man can do every other thing. So you come together as a family, support each other, and you find out that your home is for the better. Your home is sweeter. Your home is more progressive. And as a family, you achieve more. Because most of this Western world is built for 2-income family. That's just the fact. One person cannot cope with everything. But if you match together, you have leverage. And eventually, you will even reach financial freedom. Nobody will work again. Nobody needs to work. I think that's the main thing, isn't it? That you don't need to work at all. If you match together, you will even reach a situation where you no longer need to work at all. But if you start going solo, it will be very difficult for the man or the woman. That is why so many people are suffering in this Western world. Yes. They think that 2 persons, 2 man and the woman in a home or whatever combination in a home, and they think that they can do it alone. It's not easy. I'm not saying you cannot do it alone. It's not easy. But if you are 2 together as parents, parenting children, it's easier. You achieve more and you make more money. Yes. A lot of people don't know that. And I'm telling women this. The secret is you have to be with your husband and that you achieve more. And for men, treat your wives nice. Don't leave every household chore for them. They are also human beings. The way you are tired, that's how they're tired. Okay? Even if they have been at home all day, in the weekend, try and do some things. That woman will love you and cherish you. But if you leave everything, the woman can be doing it, but she's grumbling. Or if you have money, get a cleaner. Then you can be with your wife however way you want all day. Yes. Sort your jobs out. Get somebody to do the garden. Get somebody to do the cooking. So many people that come from the developing country will find out that labor is cheap there. So a lot of women don't actually. Those who are just average income can hire domestic help. So those women are not actually suffering. But I'm talking of this Western world where labor is expensive. It's not easy to hire cleaner. It's not cheap to hire cleaner or hire garden services or whatever. So people complain that they're tired. So that's what I'm actually addressing. Because if we think of the developing world, there is a different kettle of fish. You can actually have it all there easier. Because most of the work in the house is sourced out. So that is what I'm saying. So with that, you found out that your life will be good for you. Your life will be very, very good for you. Don't listen to what people are saying. Don't let anybody deceive you that they're not doing any work in the house. They are. And those who don't do it, they find the consequence. The woman is constantly tired. Argument everywhere. Is that the better thing? I mean, let's face it. Men even have more energy than women. Let's be honest. So if you use that manly energy, do some work in your home. Remove all this macho whatever. You have a better home. You don't need to go telling your friends that or telling your family. You're just interested in your home working. When your wife is happy, your home is happy. Just know that. If your home is good, what people are seeing is that your home is good. They're not going to ask you, did you make it good? If your home is not good, they'll say, oh, look at that man. The wife left him. Nobody's asking you how. So that's what I'm saying. Basically, use your common sense. Whatever you do in your home, you don't need to go telling people. What matters is that your home is successful. And of course, women, you don't have to go bragging. Your husband is doing that, doing that. Nobody wants to know that. It doesn't concern anybody. So I hope that I have enjoyed what I'm talking today. Practice it and you see how better your home will be. I'm winding up my work now, and thank you very much for all the people that have joined me. Like I said, subscribe, share, comment, and put on your notification bell so when I go for my walks, we can do some talking. Thank you very much and have a nice evening.